This is exactly right.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Starring Emmy Rossum as Alice Black, Furious follows a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, played by Lola Pettigrew, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
While Alice upholds justice, Catherine kills for it, terrorizing the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
With secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. Hello.
And welcome
to my favorite murder,
the Minisode.
That's right. We're making hand gestures at each other before we start, and you can see them because this is being videoed for the fan cult.
It's kind of like mime combined with conducting, and it doesn't really work.
It doesn't. Nobody can conduct and play.
It's really hard to do
with this. Yeah, it's dramatic. Here's a Minisode.
Are you ready for it? Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Do it.
Okay, my dad collected dead bodies in Yosemite.
Oh.
Hi. I was listening to episode 174, where Georgia covers Mount Everest, and it made me remember a few stories my dad would tell me when I was a kid. My dad and his two older brothers were avid rock climbers and all-around outdoorsmen in the 70s. They have several first ascents in various national parks, and at least one of my uncles used to travel around the world for rock climbing events. Show off. They all also worked on one of the first prototypes that's led to today's harnesses used by hang gliders.
Oh.
Among his many epic stories,
one being at a dinner party.
Oh, fascinating.
Nice. Interesting.
One that's really stood out to me is that my dad and his brothers would go up to Yosemite in the early spring and work the whole season collecting dead bodies as they defrosted from the winter.
What?
This is a follow-up to me saying stay out of the forest, by the way.
Okay.
A particularly gruesome one was a hiker who'd gone up to Yosemite Falls too late in autumn. He fell down the falls and ended up in the bowl where his body stayed frozen throughout the winter. I'm sorry. This is so fucking gruesome. In the spring, the falls started to thaw, and as it did, my dad remembers waiting for the hiker's body to come down to the bottom. I don't remember if they were able to recover all the different body parts, but I was more fixed on the visual he painted with this story as I was maybe only 12 years old at the time.
Wow.
My dad and his brothers would do this kind of work all spring for quite a few years, and the money they got from it enabled them to take summers off and do nothing but camping, hiking, and rock climbing all over California.
And going to therapy.
And going to massive amounts of therapy. They used a lot of those tragic deaths as examples of what to be cautious of when on their adventures. I have a few more interesting stories I know you would like to hear, so I'll make sure to write them for another time. Stay sexy and be safe on the trail, Kiki.
I mean, it is an incredibly generous service to provide because it's unlike it's like you can't just send in regular EMTs or regular coroners or funeral home. I don't know who actually would normally go pick up those bodies, but it's like you'd need specialists and people who could. And it's a service for those families.
Totally.
I mean,
But then you don't need to tell your 12-year-old about it also, in addition to.
I think, In a lot of these emails that we get, people get told stuff,
Yeah.
They get told stuff by their parents.
And I think that's why they become listeners of this podcast. So we should thank those parents' bad decisions over wine.
It's not the worst to just be like, death. You might as well get used to death being a real thing, because the longer you pretend it doesn't exist, the more shocking it is.
That's a good point.
Maybe that's the thinking.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Here's mine. Okay. Weird vibes and truth be told.
Oof.
What a great subject line. Yeah. It starts like this. Beautiful humans and precious fur friends. Sorry. The summer I turned 14, I was staying with my aunt, and they mean candy striping, but they wrote candy stripping.
You sure they meant candy stripping?
14-year-old candy stripping at the hospital? I hope not.
Wow.
I will call CPS.
Wow.
Aunt M is a badass, all on her own, above and beyond being an RN in a time when misogyny was commonplace. She kicked ass and took names from day one of her RN days. To this day, I love spending time with her and hearing all the tales and stories she has to tell. Yeah. Some good, some not so good. Needless to say, her life experiences served her well. The day that we were on our way home from the hospital after her shift and got hit from behind. A state patrolman came and cleared the scene, sent the other driver to the hospital, and as my aunt and I were fine, she had to give a statement. Now, me being 14 at the time and never having been in an accident before was scary enough. But I was even more scared when the officer insisted that we both get in his patrol car so that he could take the statement. I remember her asking him why we had to get out of our car as it was raining. He again insisted, so we did as he asked. Let me tell you, ladies, the longer I sat in that car, the more terror I felt. Something was off. This officer was adamant that I sit in the front and in the middle part of the seat with my mom in the passenger side. She was furious at the whole situation, but gave the statement and got us out of there ASAP. When we got home, she was talking with my uncle, who was a former patrolman, and asked why the patrolman might have asked us to get into his car. He had no idea. Fast forward several years, Aunt Em and I wrote letters back and forth, and it wasn't unusual to get a letter in the mail from her. So imagine my surprise when I opened this letter to find a newspaper article from her town newspaper that stated the very same officer that insisted I sit in the car closest to him had been charged with several counts of child molestation.
Holy shit.
The light bulb went on, and I knew instantly why I felt the way I did that day. Even being scared from our accident, I had a weird vibe from this guy. They put him away for several years and he died in prison. My aunt is a survivor of SA, and she knew that day that something was very wrong, and she was right. Sorry this is so long. Keep up the fantastic work you do. So proud of you both for living your dreams. Aww. Stay sexy and listen to your gut, L.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Fuck that guy.
That's the thing about abuse of power and a person like that that's like getting people at their weakest, most scared, most vulnerable point, and then doing stuff like that. It's like, Jesus Christ.
And fucking women knowing their gut and intuition. Something's off.
And getting pissed and just being like, enough of this.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh my God, that's terrifying. Okay. This one's called Almost Murdered on the Side of the Freeway. Hi, ladies. After listening to Georgia talk about the man who helped her in the middle of the road when her car broke down, I had to write this one in. Let's hit it. I love those. Like, let's get to it. Let's get into it. On. Here we go. I love those. Years ago, I was in my old Dodge driving to my dreaded night class. Shout out to Santa Monica City College. What's up? I dropped out of there. Hey. When all of a sudden my car started making a very expensive noise. Genuinely thinking that my car was going to explode and leave me dead on the 101, I pulled over on the side of the freeway. Ugh. Never do that. But you remember when you and Vince did it? I'm saying you and Vince because I was in the car screaming at you guys not to do that. And then he got out of the car. There was like a palm frond under your car.
I ran over something because I couldn't swerve because we were on the 5 South. And so I ran over what I thought was the lid to an igloo cooler, like a styrofoam lid, but it was not. And it basically ripped the bottom of my car off. And then I had to pull it. Then I was dragging it.
Yeah.
and I had to pull over, and it was mayhem. It was mayhem.
I was screaming at both of you, and you were blowing me off. Both of you were blowing me off. But I will say, one of the things that I learned along with take your fucking lint out of your dryer trap is even if you fuck your car up, pull over off of the freeway. Do not pull over on the side of the freeway. Like, even if you're on your rim, fuck your rim up rather than.
Right.
Anyways, I'm done fucking.
I was just doing what Vince told me to do.
No, you totally were.
It's all, I just didn't know what to do. And it seemed like, am I wrong to remember the sparks were involved somehow?
They might have been. It might have been dire. However, it
seemed
was
a little dramatic
on the freeway.
It was at night. It was bad.
It was terrible. I was like, well, there goes my husband.
There goes our life.
That's right. Side of the freeway. My dad, who grew up in NorCal, terrified of Zodiac Killer, had quite literally ingrained in my head, like the Lord's Prayer, to never pull off the side of the freeway. So there I was, 19-year-old me with an amazing metabolism and zero car experience.
Yeah.
We've been there. Knowing that I already couldn't afford what was going to be wrong with my car. I got out to examine if anything was smoking or leaking, as if I had a plan, when I look up to see headlights pulling off the freeway behind my car. The car parks and sits there for a few seconds, and out walks the most giant man I have ever seen in my life. He started to walk closer and closer to me, and all I could see was his silhouette with the headlights blaring behind him. My heart was pounding as I clutched my keys and began to thread my house key between my fingers as self-defense. I scanned his face for details that I could give to the sketch artist. He was about 6'5", 250 pounds, a huge beard, and tattoo sleeves on both arms.
Hagrid?
Oh!
With tattoo sleeves on both arms.
Yeah. He came up and asked if I needed any help, and I calmly explained that I was fine and my car was just making noises from the engine. He quickly began to examine. I looked back at his car and started to memorize the license plate when I saw movement in the back seat. A hostage? A child? After just a few minutes of watching my own Forensic Files episode play in my head, the man started to laugh menacingly. Turns out nothing was wrong with my engine, but the little flap on the bottom of the car was just falling off and wailing in the wind, causing it to make the god-awful noise. He went back to his car to grab zip ties when I saw little chihuahua ears pop out of the passenger seat and excitedly begin to yap. Menacing people don't have chihuahuas, right?
No.
Only good people. He came back and zip tied the plastic piece back to the bottom of my car, and over the zooms of the freeway background noise, he explained that I had no reason to be scared. He was a mechanic and was also a student at another nearby college. My guard rested as I realized this man was just a big teddy bear type that just wanted to offer a little bit of kindness and help a clearly freaked out young woman. After zip tying the flailing plastic on the bottom of the car, he asked me out on a date. I wish I could say that we lasted and went off to get married, blah, blah, blah. But after a few dates, I finished the semester and transferred to a college out of state. I still have never told my dad this story for fear of him literally disowning me as a murdering a daughter. Stay sexy and listen to your dad for once when he talks about cars. Kylie.
Hey, I like even just a passing love connection is still exciting because that adds to the element of the full 180 of going from
fear to
abject fear to dates.
To making out at a bar.
To making out outside the pizza parlor.
That's
right. Okay. The title of this email is The Scarface of UC Santa Barbara.
Oh.
Hi, friends. I was recently listening to an episode that mentioned Stephen attended UCSB, and after a bit of good old FB stalking, it turns out I was studying there at the same time as him. Oh. Small world, in parentheses. This took me on a trip down memory lane, which reminded me of a story that I tried to forget, and it involves, you guessed it, murder. My best friend and I used to hang out with a group of bros at UCSB circa 2006 to 2010, one of which was named Kirk Galvin. Most weekends we'd stroll down to his oceanside place in Isla Vista, ready to party the night away. At some point, Kirk established quite the coke habit and eventually sold it to friends, etc. One night I took a gaggle of party betches a gaggle of party betches over to his place. And he had a Scarface-style mountain of cocaine on his kitchen counter in plain view from the balcony sliding glass door, and was enthusiastically encouraging all the ladies to snort what they wanted with a rolled up $100 bill he provided.
Fuck, that gives me I feel dirty just hearing that.
It's just like red flag central.
Yeah, don't do coke, you guys. It's dirty.
Also, and in that scenario, this is never a no strings attached scenario when someone's like, look at all my drugs. Do you want free drugs? Those are not going to be free.
If someone actively, especially if a dude actively encourages you to get drunk, to drink more, to do drugs, to go away, go leave, go bye.
Yes. No, that should all be your decision.
Yeah.
You get to put on the brakes anytime you want.
Yep.
And be careful of mountains of coke in any scenario.
Truly. Okay. Even if it's just you and your betches.
We're only halfway through this email.
Jesus, okay.
At one point during the evening, his $100 Coke straw went missing and he snapped. He went from being this chill party guy to a visibly angry psychopath in a matter of minutes. He was positive it was one of us who stole it. He was not in the least bit reassured by us emptying our pockets and offering to let him look through all of our purses. In fact, this seemed to make him angrier. Hi, I'm a huge red flag. Nice to meet you. And we were honestly terrified that he was not going to let us leave this apartment until it was found. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah. Because
drugs are in the mix. People are going to be erratic and bizarre behaving, yourself included. Like it's all, oh yeah. Okay. We were relieved when he screamed that we'd better get out of his house now, and we jumped at the opportunity. We took our monster heels and tiny dresses and got the hell out of there. We partied onward into the night, and we decided probably we shouldn't hang out with our newfound drug lord anymore. Other than the occasional creepy request to take one of us dress shopping so he could, quote, see you in the dress I bought you, shudder. Yeah. We didn't hear much from him until a year after we'd graduated. In July of 2011, we found out that Kirk had murdered his uncle at his father's house in Orange County, drove with the dead body in his car 2.5 hours to the hills of Santa Barbara, and set it on fire.
Holy shit.
2 hikers came across the corpse, and Kirk was arrested soon thereafter, claiming the devil was in his head and voices told him to do it. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. He is now in prison, and we are all just glad we said no to more free cocaine and dresses, managed to stay sexy and not get murdered. Go Gauchos. Love you all, Sarah.
Damn.
That is the darkest UCSB party story I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Steven, have you heard of that one?
I think I remember the part about the burning the body in the hills because there's a lot of fires in Santa Barbara. So that would already be such a red flag of those tree, that area gets on fire a lot. So as somebody actually purposely going out there, that's terrifying.
Yeah. And then there's so much more terrifying about it.
Yeah.
Oof, God.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
The right piece of furniture can completely change your room.
And your life. It's amazing what one good couch can do for morale.
And that's why there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time. There's no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value.
And with Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it.
I recently needed to replace my old outdoor dining room table and chairs, so of course I went straight to Article. They have the Sarik outdoor dining set. I got it in khaki green. It's such a cute, like minty green. It looks so good in my backyard. I can't wait to have alfresco dinners all summer. You know, we can carve pumpkins on it in fall. It's so beautiful. Article knocked it out of the park once again.
Article's offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye. Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models, from hybrids to EVs and more.
Score on the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Kona, Tucson, Santa Fe, or Palisade, or the bold and tech-inspired Elantra.
And the most advanced and capable Sonata or Sonata Hybrid yet. Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 9.
But getting away with a great deal is just the beginning, because every new Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty.
Which means you can shop with confidence and drive with unrivaled peace of mind.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll truly love, but don't wait.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event won't be around for long.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com now for details.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, this one is from the fan cult. But hey, if you want to hear one more story from each of us in the fan cult, it's there, as is the video to this. Okay. Maybe the owl theory isn't so crazy. First responder story. Lighthearted. My husband is a midnight duty police officer in a suburban, somewhat rural part of Maryland. So every morning when he comes home, he regales me with his adventures from his previous shift. Like the time he had to break up an after-hours skinny dipping pool party at a public school. Nope, at a public pool, I meant. Oops. That would be very different. But my favorite story happened 2 summers ago. It was a hot, humid summer night. The dispatch radio was quiet, no service calls. So he decided to check on the neighborhoods in the more rural part of his patrol area. With the windows down and the music turned up, he was driving down a dark, desolate country road when all of a sudden he heard a loud swoosh right by his face. In the next second, the cruiser was filled with flapping wings and feathers everywhere. It was an owl.
Oh, shit.
An owl had flown through his open driver's side window and became stuck in the tiny space between the windshield and cruiser cage. So just was like, it's like a 2-seater fucking area.
Oh my God.
As my husband jerked his cruiser to the side of the road, he and the owl screamed in each other's faces. My husband dove out of his vehicle with the owl making a swift exit afterwards. The cruiser's interior was covered in feathers, and there were some scratches on the dashboard and steering wheel from the owl's talons. My husband was fine, just shaken up. He thought the owl must have been attracted to the lights of his cruiser's computer. So stay sexy and maybe just use the air conditioner while driving on hot summer nights. Danielle.
Holy shit, that would be scary.
Remember when we first started the pod? Do you remember? And we were driving down like fucking somewhere in Hollywood, and you had your what's it called open? Sunroof, and a crow almost flew directly into your car, like floofed, and like couldn't fit its wings in or something.
Yeah, we heard it. It came so close to coming in that we heard it, and it was like took up the whole sunroof.
It did. It like shadowed over the car.
It's crazy.
And that meant it turned out to be a good omen.
That was the magical omen of the crow.
That's right. And that's
it said 5 years of good podcast luck to you, ladies.
Oh, we said, okay.
And we said, sounds good. Subject line is hometown hatter. Hi, Karen in Georgia. Huge MDM fan. And then there's a winky smiley face. MDM forever.
MDM.
I grew up in the Mercury capital of the world. I mean, the hat capital of the world, Danbury, Connecticut. You mentioned it recently on an episode about Victorian arsenic dresses. Other than being the birthplace and home of Charles Ives, being the hat capital of the world that was most drilled into our heads as children, our high school mascot was even a hatter whose giant head donned our senior year.
Oh my God.
Anyway, by the time I was 5 or 6, all of the hat factories had closed down for good. My grandfather spent a good deal of his life working in one of those factories. While he did not die of mercury poisoning, traces of it were found in his body when the autopsy was done after his death.
Wow.
After all of the hat factories closed, the buildings and land remained mostly uninhabitable due to the mercury in the soil.
Wow.
Yeah. Jump forward to today. I am the director of education at a domestic and sexual violence resource center in Danbury. Recently, the city gifted us one of the old hat factory properties. We worked with the state and the EPA and completely cleaned up the land and just opened a transitional facility for women and children in need.
Wow.
Proud to say that a piece of history that did so much harm now does so much good. That's a fucking hooray, Matt.
Oh my God.
That's such a great email.
What a twisteroo that harkens back to a story you covered and then also harkens back to things that we support. All of us murdering us. That's amazing.
Yes, that's a beautiful, Matt, you nailed it. You did it. You threaded the needle.
You did.
You did. You got 100% on your test. Well done. Beautifully done. And thank you for your work, and the work you do.
Yeah.
And everyone in the hat factory and doing that work. That's beautiful.
Wow. Is that it?
That's it for me.
That's it for me too. Yeah, I mean,
I'll quit if you quit.
I quit for sure.
Let's do it.
Work. Thanks for listening and sending your emails. Continue to do so because we fucking clearly love them. You guys are the best.
You do such a great job. Thank you for being here. And if you're watching on the fan cults, thank you for being a part of the fan cult.
Totally.
Just hold that down. Also stay sexy.
And don't get murdered. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie? This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our producer is Hannah Kyle Crichton.
Associate producer, Alejandra Keck.
Engineer and mixer, Steven Ray Morris.
Researchers, Jay Elias and Haley Gray.
Send us your hometowns and your fucking hoorays at myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at myfavoritemurder and Twitter at myfavemurder.
And for more information about this podcast, our live shows, merch, or to join the fan cult, go to myfavoritemurder.com.
Rate, review, and subscribe.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why they're Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.
This may surprise you, but clothes that feel good and look good don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Designs that make you feel as good as you look is what Hill House is known for.
Hill House Home invented the viral nap dress.
Hill House makes fun, versatile fashion that elevates your look. I now own 3 nap dresses. I love them. They're so comfy and cute. Pockets for days.
You
know, get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code MFM15.
That's MFM15 for 15% off at hillhousehome.com.
Goodbye.